Philadelphia, a city of art and the city of brotherly love, where people come to find their dreams, create their dreams, and live their dreams. For the skaters of FDR, they created their dream and continue to live and create more of it every year.
Being inside, lost your soul, falling out, suppose. Keep it inside, lose control. Calling out, still don't do what I see. Wanna be a victim, yours alone. Still won't you try to be, see me out. Full of your pride, wash your soul. Calling out, still won't you try to be, leave me out, victim, you're alone. Still don't you bother me, wanna be out.
FDR designer Carlos Baiza explains the miracle that is FDR, a place that lives on the fine line between freedom and anarchy, where the vibe among skaters is always good and the skating is always dangerous.
FDR started in '96 by the skateboarders. It started a little bit before that by the city. The city had a problem with skateboarders in downtown, and their solution to the problem was to build a park for the skateboarders, and they spent something like $200,000, and they got 2 pyramids in a blacktop area, and the contractors that they had that did the work didn't really understand what they were doing, so they had like 2-inch gaps between where the blacktop met the concrete, and there's just all these faults. So even though they spent all this money and they tried to do it, it still didn't come out worthy of skateboarding. Like, you couldn't really ride it. And I was living street skating in Philadelphia, and the only big ramps were in Philadelphia, so I moved down here and was living here. And you know, there's hundreds and hundreds of skateboarders in this town, and you meet them, and I got to talking to some of them, and they were like, hey, you know, we want to go down there and fix that place up and build some other stuff and add to it, but we don't know how to do this, or we don't know how to do that. And I got together with these guys like, oh, I built wood ramps, and I help you guys cut transitions that will lay the concrete on. And we just started doing it like a grand experiment. And as we kept going and building, more people came into it, and it just grew and grew and grew. And today we have one of the largest parks, the most world-renowned park in the world. We have it. And we did it, you know, all through skateboarders just coming out and hearing something's going on and coming out and, you know, just being a part of it. So when you have 100 dudes that are a part of something, anything can happen. You know, you can build whatever you want. And, you know, luckily Philadelphia is the type of city where, you know, they're big into the alt culture here, and nobody really shut us down. Like, you know, the police found out about us, and everybody at the park, people knew about us, and everybody was like, you know, kind of taken aback, and they're like, all right, just let these guys go. And, you know, 15 years later, we've got the park. How this all works is you got skateboarders that are, you know, pretty intense people, and they see something like this going on, and everybody has something to offer. Everybody has something to give, because they understand that, like, you know, what this place is about is people just doing their own thing and building their own skate park, and, you know, not waiting for anything to happen. So all these people in different, you know, you might have lawyers, you might have, you know, doctors, you might have masons, you might have carpenters, but everybody's a skateboarder, and all these people bring in different stuff they think's usable, and all this building material is usable. So it's amazing what just comes out of the woodworks that might be trash to somebody, but boom, you bring it down here, and we're building with it like maniacs.
Yeah, I think we just got a scene in there, buddy.
Put a scene?
Yeah, it's a key. Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way.
We've had contractors drop off, you know, 5 pallets of cinder block, 10 pallets of Portland cement. I mean, just the most amazing truckloads of stuff will just show up here. People dump piles of stone that we then take and mix into our concrete. The kids know how to use it. They know how to work with it.
Not only does the architectural landscape change at FDR, the park also functions as a huge artistic canvas, transforming constantly.
My name's Mark. I'm 29 years old. I've been skating and painting at FDR for probably about 15 years. Used to ride the trains up here when I was a kid from Jersey to come paint and just skate and have a good time. FDR's just become a second home to me. You know, it's sort of a salvation for a lot of kids in the city that don't have anywhere else to go, you know, and it's kind of its own slice of anarchy in Philly, and you can go there without hassle by the cops and putting up your artwork and have time to get better at what you're doing, you know, and it's something that's helped build my career as an artist. You know, I'm a professional airbrush artist as well. I airbrush a lot of motorcycles and stuff. I was sponsored for graffiti when I was 18. I traveled all over the U.S., which led me out to Venice Beach, where I was painting the famous Venice Pavilion, sponsored by that company, ICU Art. And it's brought me great places, and FDR, Philly became my home, and FDR just became the spot for me to go, and, I could never get hassled, and my friends always enjoy the artwork, and, it's all good.
Like most outdoor spaces in the Northeast, FDR has its share of inclement weather, and someone has to clean it up from the snow, rain, and dirt that sometimes plagues FDR.
My name is Painter Bill. I'm a local here at FDR, and I'm part of the morning crew. And we got about 7 to 8 guys that come here on a time-to-time basis when it rains, and we clean up the park, we sweep it, get all the dirt out, and maintain this park pretty much every day. So when people come and skate, it's all taken care of. Everything's already set up. It's all dry, and we just have a good time, man. Game on, FDR.
FDR has a vibrant skater culture looking for any excuse to have a party. The infamous 4th of July celebration, Halloween, building supply fundraisers, and movie premieres, to name a few, seem to be the perfect reason for hundreds of skaters and spectators to attend the parties, either to skate or to watch the mayhem in the bowls as skaters dodge fireworks and each other, all the while skating with music blaring under the bridge. Some skater musicians like Ludini just show up and start playing. Longtime skater musician Chuck Treese and his band McRad are intimately tied into FDR. In addition to the art and music, another aspect of the cultural features of FDR are the plays that have been produced there, and this recent Jay-Z video, Forever Young, which was partially videotaped at FDR in 2009, featuring FDR builder skaters, Johnny Young Guns, Delaware Josh, Slim, Kevin, Matt, and Pat, among others. FDR and the skaters who skate it regularly are similar. FDR as a skate park stands out among parks. Its gnarliness is intimidating. Anyone who skates there often would stand out at a regular concrete park. A few bumps, some blood, and very intimidating to watch their talents in action. There have been a few FDR skaters that are professional caliber, a few who should be better known.
So one of the great honors we've had is skateboarding brought us the Gravity Games. They sought us out and they brought us all the top pros from all over the world. And they had a super contest here that was, pretty epic. We had all the big names come in, and that was pretty amazing.
As long as FDR exists, it will save lives, it will produce designers, builders, and skaters as great as the park itself. It has to, because to skate here will make you better, or it will hurt you very badly.